Hello viewers, and welcome to another edition of F1 Talk, and this is episode 9, and in this particular edition I am going to go over the preview for the 2012 Australian Grand Prix. As I speak, practice 1 and 2 have already taken place in Australia at Albert Park, and we already have an indication of who's relatively good in the sort of like damp to dry conditions. And Michael Schumacher was top in practice 2. You couldn't really pay much attention to practice 1 because the conditions were wetter obviously than they were in practice 1. Jenson Button finished 2nd, but did we get the full indication, especially in practice 2, over who's going to be good in the actual race? My guess is no. We should get a better indication of who's going to be relatively good this season, if not for the championship, in practice 3, because that's when the teams, I believe, will be going all out to, post the fastest time. They'll do a sort of simulation quali run. I haven't seen practice. I don't think I will this year because of the television deal. And as I say, this is my preview to the race. I will be doing one of these every race. So the only problem being is the fact that I can't give you my thoughts on every race until at least the Tuesday after, mainly due to the Sky/BBC TV deal. I live in rented accommodation where I'm not allowed to buy Sky. I probably mentioned this on previous videos. I'm not allowed to have Sky whatsoever, so I have to rely on the BBC. And basically, because I watch races with my father, and because he watches other things on a Sunday night, and because we've shut up shop for the afternoon, I won't be able to watch the races until Mondays, the day after the races. If the BBC had put the race on at 1 rather than 2, I could watch it on Sunday. But it's their decision. They've probably got to deal with Sky to say you can show your highlights, but only 4 or 5 hours after we've shown our race. I don't know. It should be the happiest time of the year for me. Instead, it's one of the most bleak, unpromising, basically because I can't watch every race live. I've been an F1 fan for as long as I can remember, and all because of this blasted recession, I can't watch every race live from now on. I mean, it's not as bad as everyone makes out it is, because of the fact that before 1997 we didn't see every race live. But over the years we've got used to seeing every race live. It's a mere fact that money isn't stretching to where it should be stretching. It's disappointing, but we've got to live with it. Pretty soon, give it 2-3 years, Sky will buy out the BBC's contract and we won't get any racing. So we've got to deal with what we've got when we've got it. So, I'm disappointed. I'm sorry to use this language on this programme, but I'm pissed off about it. I have been pissed off about it since August of last year when it was announced. But what can we do? Apart from get richer and buy Sky. That's all we can do. But back to the race. So complaining about the Sky deal. It's easily the most difficult preview show of the 19 or 20 that I will do this year. Obviously because we don't know what's going to happen. Of course the Red Bulls are going to be at the front. Of course the McLarens are going to be at the front. Of course Alonso will do everything he can in his power to get that Ferrari on the podium. Will he? I don't think so. The paddock, the genuine consensus, general consensus says that Alonso will not score a podium. For Ferrari this weekend, it's damage limitation, and for everyone else, it's, you know, see how your car is, see how it performs under race conditions, and see how the, you know, see how things go. I don't know, of course, because I haven't watched practice. I don't know if they've amended the DRS zone. I hope they have, to the position in sector 2, between sectors 2 and 3, where there's a quite long curve. I hope that's where they've put the DRS zone. But knowing the FIA, they'll probably leave the DRS zone exactly where it is, which is pathetic. But you know, that's their choices. But we'll see who gets pole. Obviously, people who have Sky will see who's got pole later on today. I'll see it at lunchtime tomorrow, which is probably the best time for qualifying anyway. But you know, the qualifying will determine who wins the race. If it's Vettel, it's basically, the preview show is my prediction show. So, as I keep saying, it's the most difficult race to preview because of the fact that there is so many unknowns. Once we get a race into the championship, we can then start to draw some reasonable conclusions. So, because it's an unknown area, because it's the first race of the season, you've got to go with what you know from testing and what you know from last season. So with that being said, I will pick Vettel to be on pole, and I will pick him to win the race. I will pick Hamilton to come second in both sessions, and I will pick Mark Webber to come third. That's basically my predictions out of the way. As I said, I will be posting my review of what I thought of the Grand Prix, hopefully on a video, either sometime Monday, but probably Tuesday after the Grand Prix, as I will with every highlighted race. With every race that the BBC show live, I will be posting my thoughts and opinions on the Monday. So I apologise for the gloom in this particular episode, but as a true F1 fan, I'm upset, I'm disappointed, but I've got to live with what I've got. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy the race if you're watching it live, and if you're not watching it live, just enjoy the race anyway. You know, this highlight thing might be a blessing in disguise, because every race hasn't been spectacular, and you know, we can miss out the boring bits. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for the review.